The sun rises over the sprawling metropolis of Mumbai. Its first golden rays touch the high-rise apartments and the humble chawls alike. Down below, in a modest two-bedroom flat, Rohan Sharma's alarm clock rings. It is another day, another battle. Rohan, a software engineer, is one of the few, one of the 4% of Indians who shoulders the nation's direct tax burden. He stretches, his mind already calculating the EMI for the car, the school fees for his daughter, the rising cost of vegetables. Every rupee earned is already accounted for, and a significant portion is destined for the government's coffers before it even reaches his bank account. His is a life lived on a spreadsheet, where every expense is scrutinized. Miles away, in the heart of Lutyens Delhi, the morning unfolds differently. In a sprawling, manicured bungalow, a veteran politician, Mr. Singh, begins his day. There is no jarring alarm clock here, only the gentle hum of the air conditioner and the soft footsteps of his staff. He reads the morning papers, a cup of perfectly brewed tea by his side. His financial concerns are, well, they are not concerns at all. His salary, his allowances, his pension from a previous term, all flow in, untouched by the taxes that define Rohan's existence. He plans his day, a series of meetings and public appearances, his path smoothed by privilege and state-funded comfort. Two men, two lives, two completely different Indias, waking under the same sky. This is the fundamental drama of our economic story. It is a script where a very small cast of characters is asked to fund the entire production. Think about it. For every 100 people in this vast country, only 4 contribute to the direct income tax that runs our schools, builds our bridges, and fuels our ambitions. The other 96, a vast ocean of humanity, are beneficiaries. They receive the subsidies, the facilities, the promises that are often tied not to national progress, but to the delicate arithmetic of vote bank politics. It is a system that places an immense, almost crushing weight on the shoulders of a diligent few. And so, as Rohan locks his apartment door, he carries this weight with him. He is the silent partner in India's growth story, the one whose contribution is mandatory but whose voice is often lost in the noise. Mr. Singh, on the other hand, steps into his chauffeur-driven car. He is the director of this grand play, a beneficiary of a system he helps perpetuate. The disparity is not just in their bank accounts. It is written into the very fabric of their daily routines. One man's struggle is the foundation for another man's security, a paradox that defines the nation every single day. Rohan's journey to work is a masterclass in taxation. He pays a hefty road tax, a one-time lifetime fee paid upfront when he bought his car. Yet the road he travels on is a testament to neglect. It is a tapestry of potholes and broken asphalt. Each jolt and shudder of his vehicle is a reminder of a promise unfulfilled, a tax paid for a service not rendered. He swerves to avoid a particularly deep crater, his knuckles white on the steering wheel. If his car is damaged, there is no one to hold accountable, no authority to compensate him. He simply bears the cost, another unforeseen expense in a life full of them. This is the reality of paying your dues in full, yet receiving services in fractured installments. The deductions don't end on the road. At his office, he sees his payslip. A large chunk, nearly 30 to 40%, is gone before he can even touch it, tax deducted at source or TDS. It is the price of being salaried, of being honest. He then goes out for lunch. The bill arrives with an 18% goods and services tax, GST. He buys a strip of medicine for his aging mother. There is a tax on that too. He thinks about the future, about his retirement, but even his pension, the fruit of a lifetime of labor, will be taxed. It feels like a relentless siege on his income, a system designed to take from every possible angle, leaving him with less and less to build a life for his family. What about the rising cost of living? The government announces inflation figures, but does it offer any protection? There is no mechanism to adjust Rohan's salary based on the official cost of living index. The price of milk goes up, the cost of electricity rises, his daughter's tuition fees increase, but his income remains stagnant, its purchasing power eroded with each passing month. He is running a race against inflation, but his feet are tied by a fixed salary and ever-increasing taxes. He is expected to absorb the shocks of a volatile economy without any safety net, a silent shock absorber for the nation's economic jolts. This is the quiet desperation of the Indian taxpayer, a life of 1,000 cuts. You pay tax on your income, you pay tax on your spending, you pay tax on your savings, you pay tax on your car, and then you pay for the damage the poor roads inflict upon it. You even pay tax on the medicines that are meant to heal you. It is a cycle of contributions without commensurate benefits, a one-way street of financial responsibility. Rohan is not just an engineer, he is a financier of a dream that feels increasingly distant and exclusionary, a dream he pays for but is seldom invited to live. Now let us turn the camera back to Delhi, back to Mr. Singh. His world operates under a different set of rules. While Rohan's salary is sliced by taxes, Mr. Singh's salary and the many allowances that come with it are largely tax-free. They are perks of the position, rewards for public service that are shielded from the very system of taxation he oversees. When his term ends, he will not worry about a taxable pension. He will receive a lifetime pension, also tax-free. And if he has served in multiple capacities, as an MLA, then an MP, he can draw multiple tax-free pensions, a lifelong guarantee of financial security, underwritten by the very taxpayers who struggle to secure their own future. Think about this. In the corporate world, a salary increment is tied to performance, to targets met, to value created. For our political class, however, increments arrive without any such appraisal. There is no public review, no performance metric that needs to be satisfied. Their salaries and benefits are increased by a simple act of legislation, a decision they themselves influence. While Rohan fights to prove his worth for a small raise, the financial well-being of the political representative is guaranteed, insulated from the pressures of performance and public accountability that govern the lives of ordinary citizens. It is a system of rewards without review. And the perks extend far beyond salaries and pensions. Let us talk about the Parliament canteen. Here, in the corridors of power, one can enjoy a lavish meal, a spread worthy of a five-star hotel, for a price that would barely buy a cup of tea outside. Heavily subsidized, of course. This subsidy, this comfort, is paid for by the public exchequer. It is funded by Rohan's TDS, by the GST he pays on his child's school supplies, by the taxes on his mother's medicine. While one man counts every rupee to afford a decent meal for his family, another dines in subsidized luxury, a stark, almost cruel contrast in the heart of our democracy. This is the protected ecosystem of the political class. Once elected, their life is set. The tax-free income, the multiple pensions, the subsidized housing, the nominal food bills, it all creates a bubble. A bubble that isolates them from the daily economic realities of the people they represent. They legislate on taxes they do not pay. They debate price rises from the comfort of subsidized canteens. They speak of hardship from within a fortress of lifelong financial security. The system is designed not just to govern, but to insulate the governors from the consequences of their own governance. The sun sets, casting long shadows over the city. Rohan is back home, tired. He looks at his daughter, sleeping peacefully, and a question burns in his mind. A question that millions like him are beginning to ask. He did his duty, he voted, he paid his taxes, he played by the rules. But what did he get in return? Roads that damage his car, a healthcare system where he pays for his own medicine, a system that chips away at his savings, his pension, his peace of mind. He feels like a spectator in his own country's destiny, funding a game where the rules are rigged and the outcome is predetermined. This is the great Indian paradox, a nation of a billion dreams, funded by the silent sacrifices of a few million. The salaried class, the honest taxpayer, becomes the beast of burden, pulling a cart laden with the weight of political promises and systemic inefficiencies. On the other side, the political class enjoys a life of unparalleled privilege, a reward for winning an election, not for delivering governance. There are no unified rules. There is no shared sacrifice. There is one set of laws for those who pay, and another for those who rule. Why does this chasm exist? Why are there no reforms to create a single, equitable structure for all citizens? The silence is breaking. From the bustling IT parks of Bengaluru to the industrial hubs of Gujarat, a murmur is growing into a roar. Ordinary citizens, the Rohans of India, are standing up. They are gathering in public squares not with anger but with a simple, profound question. Who really wins in India? What happens to those who vote? They are not asking for handouts. They are demanding fairness. They are demanding a system where their hard-earned money translates into tangible progress, not into tax-free pensions for non-performing leaders. They are asking for accountability. The story of India is at a crossroads. It can continue as a tale of two nations, one that toils and one that reaps. Or it can become a story of shared destiny. A story where the tax system is fair, where public service means accountability, and where every citizen, from the humble taxpayer to the highest-ranking politician, plays by the same set of rules. The people are asking for a new script. They are demanding a system where the answer to the question, who wins, is not the politician but India itself. The final decision, as always, rests with you, the people.